Hey, it's Checkmate, and we are playing Spinera. Welcome. Hi, Portal Girl. Hi, Princess Anya. Welcome. SoupCon, I don't know if you're here, but those are good suggestions to play another time. But Princess Anya asks, what is Spinera? Spinera. So I believe the best I could describe this is this would be a mix of Luck Be a Landlord and that type of roguelike with like civilization and kind of the theme of building your civilization, building wonders, but it's all score based. We got to reach an era score of 10. So I've played a little bit, but I'm by no means an expert, so we'll be kind of learning this together. So whenever we spin like this, we get different symbols, and that gives us resources. Now the goal of what we're needing to do is get like 3 in a row. And we picked the Koreans, so we're going to start with 10 science bonus. So let's go ahead and discover a technology with all of our science. And these will give us kind of like more passive boosts. Princess Anya says, sounds like my type of game. Yes, it kind of does. Masonry generates 3 science resources per spin. So that just gives us passive science. I feel like that's a good idea for the science guys. Passive ability, discover from 5 technologies instead of 3. So we have more choices from technologies than we would otherwise. So let's go with masonry. And then let's grab another technology while we're here. And then this one generates money every spin. So that could be really good. Yeah, we'll go with just passive symbol generation. And money's going to help us as we progress from era to era. So we will just go ahead and spin again. Okay, this could be promising. So still no lines yet. We did get, oh nice, free money. I like free money. Let's do a great person. So the great person will give us, basically they're like one-time use cards. So I think we'll take Aristotle, because what I can do is I could use him right here and replace this culture symbol with a science symbol. And then, nice, just free score right there. Now I have these lock symbols here. So I'm going to lock this, lock this, lock this. I might even lock this one as well, just use as many locks as I can. And then this is going to, well, this next one's going to be an event, so maybe I don't want to lock it. We'll see. Let's grab more technology, then we'll do the event. But my hope is we just lock these in place and we get more score for free. So discover technology. Oh, mysticism. This one looks good. It's science. We're just going all in on the science. So if any science line is created, 20% chance to add science symbol to your symbol deck. And I should take a look here, but these are my symbols deck, so there's some form of chance for them to show up in these lines. I don't really know what that is, but let's just go ahead and do an event. Random chance. Oh, we have the high ground. It's over. Mysticism equals science, says Princess Anya. Laugh out loud. Yes. It does when you're in the ancient era, I guess. Battle winning rates increased by 5%. Sure. Battles are good. Especially if we win. Yay, free science lines. Look at this. There's a science, there's a science, there's a science. Now, if I can somehow get 25 score, that will be a golden age for us, which has got to be good. Era score reached. We can continue. The Koreans will continue into the next era as soon as that's this little tracker down here. Let's lock the middle science just for fun, just to see. And also let's take a look at the Hanging Gardens Wonder, because that's probably where I'm closest because of all my science to build. Well, I probably shouldn't have spent all of my culture on a great person. But that can't be helped. We'll see. We're just gonna discover another technology, because that's what we're good at. Library symbols, yes please, counts as a science symbol. Generate 3 additional science resources when in a line. Yes. Cool. We've added more science libraries to our deck. So perfect, we get another line. That's very good. Perfect. Okay. I don't think we're going to get the golden age, but we did almost get our wonder. We could probably build a wonder by the end of this. Let's see what the battle is. Okay, so we have a choice. We can choose any of these. Gain science rewards, yeah. 10% of the era score requirements. That's like 1 era or 5 money. We'll probably go with 5 money. Now we can also use our military resources to try to stack the odds in our favor. Let's just go with 45%. Okay, we get nothing. So we lost the battle. We get nothing. That's okay. Let's just keep rolling one more time and hopefully we can build a wonder. Yes, this looks like a wonder to me. No more era score, but that's okay. Let's do... Yes, we can build this wonder. We could even build this wonder if we want, but we want science, so we're gonna spend this, and we can put our hanging gardens on any grid, and it generates a additional science if a science symbol lands on it. So if I place this here, do I get an extra science like this? I'll just place it right there. Oh, that gave me 2 era score. Oh, so close. We were really close to getting a good golden age. But our deck has a wild added to it, so that's great. Doesn't generate resources, but it'll help with a line. And then let's go ahead and discover ancient technology while we're here. No, let's see what's in the next era. Let's just see what's in the next era. Princess Anya says, "Oh no, our troops. Yeah, we are not very. We're not very advanced in the military. We could launch an expedition to try to attack someone else. I don't think that's going to give us 5 era score, which is really what we need. And I guess I could be pretty close to building the pyramids if I spent all my money, but I don't want to spend all my money. Let's just go to the next era. Because this is where, culture, okay. You could spend culture there, but that's not going to help. So, okay. So this is our shop while we go to the classic era, and we're going to have to get 50 score, which is going to be a little rough. We are too busy sciencing. Yeah, we grab all the smart people, and eventually what'll happen is we'll just invent nukes, and then we won't have to fight anyone. That's going to be our civilization goal. Achieve mutually assured destruction. So let's grab another row, and this is going to help us get more lines. And now we're broke. And then we have no money to buy anything else, so we will choose our next era bonus, which we could have as science, culture, which we may have to grab culture, or military because we don't generate very much of it. Or we could grab science and keep being smart. Which one's going to help us get to the nukes fastest? That's what Princess Anya wants. Speedrun to the nukes. I'm going to try not to overthink it right now. I mean, I'm not very good at the game. I played it like once. It's only released today, so I'm going to assume no one's good at the game yet. But we'll probably just go science, just because that's our MO. All right, so military symbols generate double, but economy symbols do not generate resources. Don't want that. Great Bursten cost decreases by 25%, but wonder costs increase by 25%. That one's neutral. This one has science written all over it, so I'm probably just gonna go with that one. Battle odds decrease by 10%. So we're already committing to the military strategy. I forgot about this aspect. We have to spend money to unlock these other slots. So, didn't think that one through. Princess Anya says, "Make mistakes, break some eggs. What's the worst that could happen?" Is that a Portal reference? Let's discover a technology. Increase era score generation of all science lines by 1 for each symbol on the line. Yes, please. Let's take a look at the wonders. The science wonder here is the Great Library. Oh, we need a ton of culture for that. Add enhanced version into the symbol deck. I don't know how good wonders are compared to like just trying to get our deck better. But let's go with another technology. Generate culture for every money line. Percent chance for culture lines. Generate a resource for money line or add market symbols. Or these are all pretty bad. Skip gives me 50% of my resources back. Let's just go maritime trade and maybe we may end up with a little bit of benefit from it. So let's spin. We do need money. That would be nice. Money, please. Okay, that was good. This gave us extra science by landing on here. So I'm going to lock it in place. And then it'll land there again. And then we'll get even more science from it. So let's spin again. All right, now we do have money, so we can start unlocking these rows down here. Now, do I want to lock the science in place again? I probably do. All right, let's unlock that. Let's unlock that. Let's lock that in place. What does this do? Coffee. If a science symbol lands on this tile, generate 3 additional science resources. Oh, that's good. This one's wine. So this is like we're cultivating the wine. Princess Anya says the music has a fun mood. Is that in the game? Yes, this is all in the game right now. And I do enjoy the music. It's got a nice feel to it as we go into this event and roll for our destiny. Oh, expedition closed for 2 turns. I was like, what was the bad thing that just happened? We can't go to our Oracle gas anymore. But, oh no, expedition closed for 2 turns. That's right. This expedition thing that I never used. We're not going to be able to use it. Oh no. Oh, money line. It's paying off. Okay, and this was a success. Generates 1. If a culture symbol lands here, generate 3 additional culture resources. So let's just lock these 2 in place. And then we'll spin again. We actually have a huge amount of science right now. Let's go 1 more technology. What's the worst that could happen? Let's see. Increase base winning rate of battlefronts. That could be good to counteract our policy. Add 3 market symbols. Generate a science from each money line. Let's do that. Lighthouse. So money line would actually be great to keep going. The wonder requires even more culture, so hopefully we'll have that by the end of this era. Let's unlock this last piece of land. And we do need money also. Maybe science will become money eventually. Look at that. Science. Actually, we're done. We're cooked. We didn't get any era score, hardly at all. But man, do we have loads of science. We have like less than half the era score that we need. So now what do? We have a battle. We have some military resources. What's this wonder do? This gives us 10 era score. That gets us part of the way. We should probably buy it. How about right there? All right, we have another wild. I haven't seen the wild symbol all game. I don't think I've ever seen the wild symbol make it onto here. So we need to somehow come up with 20 more score. Let's just start going for the science here. Symbols increase the resource drop by battles. We may have to go all in on battles, maybe. Let's not do any refunds yet. Here's mathematics. Increase the era score multiplier by science lines. A little too late for that. We'll grab it. Let's increase the battle odds. And I think we're out of technologies. We'll try 1 more. I don't like any of these. Let's skip them. Go back. Let's let's see. Era score multiplier from money line. Sure, we'll grab that, and then we have to choose what we take away. So we'll take away the science generation because we can only have 10 technologies. So you can have too much science. We have an over-reliance on science right now, and that means we have no score. Let's just go to battle. Too bad we can't battle with our science. We gotta go for the era score requirements. Let's increase this. 10% is gonna be like 5. So it doesn't quite get us there. Let's try for at least slightly worse odds than 50%. Okay. Okay. 10% of the era requirements. This won't even get us all the way there, but let's boost as much as we can and roll. Okay. 10% of the era score requirements. Is that like 10 extra? I think we take this. Let's get the rewards. All right, we have 41. We just need 9 more era score. So I think we have to discover, like, find some technology that just randomly gives us era score, maybe. Let's skip that. Reroll. What can we get rid of? Probably this. So I think we take sailing, get rid of defensive tactics, and let's just buy a couple more. Okay, school. This is science symbols, so this could help us get more science. Increase drop rate from battles, so we do that. Science symbols added to the deck. All right, we're just gonna have to go for it and hope we have a lot of science lines just randomly appear. Princess Anya says, not even the science can save us. You know, you'd think for as much science as we have, we'd be able to get to the next. We'd be able to get to the next one. Let's plan an expedition, actually. So we can do this. Oh, I don't have any money. Never mind. Or battle. I need battle resources to start an expedition. Okay. Oh, there's a couple lines. I don't think it's enough to save us. Oh, it was. Yay! I don't know how we made it through that. But yay, congratulations. The Koreans get to go another way. They get to continue. Do I like all of these? Because now the technology is cheap. I mean, the next technology is going to be better, though. So now we're going to go into the medieval era, and we have to score at least 250, which I don't think is going to happen, like, at all. So we can add... Let's remove symbol deck. Okay, this costs 4 to remove symbols. So we could try to... Honestly, we have enough science. We don't have enough money for any of these. This is like getting technologies. This is getting great persons. I think adding a column will give us additional chances for multipliers. That might be our best bet, but then we also have to have money to buy the new land. So I wonder if we just try to draw down on like the military. Though the military kind of saved our butt. It really wasn't the military, though. We would have gotten somewhere without the extra 10. So I think we draw down on the military about 3 times. There we go. And then, oh, if we get money... Okay, so what we could have done is done this and then got money resources. Okay. Since we did draw down the military, let's go ahead and take the military resources, and that could help us in the battle. So this is unfortunate. None of these are really great. Technology discovery cost increases, but great person cost decreases. Culture lines generate double score, but a great person can't be trained. I mean, I wasn't training great people anyway. We'll just go with that. Problem is that doesn't really help us. So, man, technology is expensive, but let's start with a tech. Let's see what we get. Increase the win rate. increase the error score multiplier by 4 if a money line. That's pretty good. Stock symbols are money. And increase error generation. I think we go with the buttress, and then we need to figure out what we don't need here. Probably this irrigation that gives us passive money, so it might be time to replace that. Let's see. I wonder if we take the school away, if it takes the school symbols away. Do you think? Generate culture for each money line. That's probably our weakest right here. Because everything else is probably helping us generate obscene amounts of science, which I assume is still something we need. We did struggle with error score. Princess Anya says, so maybe it will help. It may. It all depends on the luck. Okay, we did get a line. 2 lines of science, so that's great. And we also get extra science. So we don't get extra science, we got an extra science deck. Enhanced science deck. Glass enhancement. 20% chance to generate 1 of each resource. Okay. And then all of our things have to fire. But that's a pretty good start. We had to get 250 though. So, wow. Let's lock our science, because we know that this is going to be a line, and maybe more science will aggregate around it. Like that. Yeah. All right. All right. Yes, yes. That's a lot of score. That was good. And success, that was like a gazillion science resources. Okay, success, we have a lot of things happening. So this is an economic enhancement. This symbol also generates 1 economy resource. So like the more science resources we have, the more likely we are to get error score. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out this whole game. Let's see. And then wonders. This will give us plus 50 score. What's the science wonder? We need a lot of culture to get the science wonder. Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. Should we discover another technology, though? Because this seems to be pretty helpful. At least some of these. So it may not be bad to get rid of some of these as we get more symbols from science from like our little things firing. Generate additional science resources when in line. Add a science symbol to the symbol deck when in line. So it may not be bad to get rid of the library. Like if we were to get rid of this technology. Let's see what happens. All right, increase arrow score multiplier by 4 if a science line is created. This one seems amazing. Yeah, this one seems amazing. I'm just gonna take this one. And then as discussed, library, and the library stays here, I think. We'll see again later. But I think the library stays there, so that means we could also get rid of the school technology as well. Let's see what the event is. Black powder burn. Oh, see, look, I told you. We are speed running. Our science will make up for our military. So we generate 18 military because we just discovered gunpowder. Yes, we beat the Chinese to it. So yes, we get science, and my voice gets more happy. Very good. We're actually pretty tough right now. That's the biggest military we've ever had. While I'm here, I'm going to lock these two, and hopefully they can create more science lines, because we still need big score. And we could plan an expedition, but that's going to be really expensive. So I think we just wait for the battle, and then we just try to do some good stuff in the battle. But yeah, gunpowder is already here, so nukes are just a little ways behind. Uh-oh. This was not so good. We did not get any lines. So this will be a problem. We have a couple spins left. Might as well just spin. It's all luck. Okay, good. Good, like 2 lines, I think. Yes. All right. 18 times 5, that's pretty good. We gotta see what that turns into. Still not quite enough. I need like 1 more of those spins, that level spin, to make it, basically. Let's do the battle. We could gain culture resources, keep 3 symbol. That's probably what we need. And we're gonna have to make our battle chances a little bit higher. So let's spend that 60%. Let's go 65, 60%, 61%. There we go. Yes. All right. Now, here's where we could choose to get kind of greedy. I mean, we still have a military, so let's go for the military. We can get more money. I think we want era score, though. So let's go all in on era score, and then we'll get out after this. 85%, that's like almost guaranteed, surely. 100%, 100 plus 1%. We don't need that much. Let's go like 77. That's surely. Hey, oh, that was close. There's the loss right there. All right, and then I mean this is our only battle. So these are win rate 5%. Oh, here's a keep. Yeah, just pour it into there. 79%. Oh, let's just go the rest of our military in there. 87%. Surely. No. We lost everything. I got too greedy. That's too bad. So no chance of us getting a wonder. Let's go ahead and spend the technology. University. Counts as a science symbol. 20% chance to seal a science symbol in your symbol deck. I don't know what seal means. We probably want the university, and we'll replace the school with the university. All right, final spin. If I hadn't gotten so greedy, we probably would be in good shape. But as it is, because we could have locked all this stuff in. But I had like 80% odds there. We should have had that. Let's try it. Oh, I see some science lines. Maybe 2 science lines. Is it enough? No, not even close. Or maybe it was close, but not close enough. Oh, it was close, barely. Okay. This is the farthest from home we've ever been. Should I go for another technology or should I save up? Probably want to save up. Let's go next era. All right, things are still expensive. How much does it cost to remove symbols now? $6. Otherwise, I think we go add a column, and that'll give us some multipliers. And I think we're just going to let the science do. Eventually, the science is going to outweigh all the other symbols just because of what we have here. Although getting rid of some would be pretty good. And I'll be able to get $30, so I think we spend 10 on here, and then we remove symbols. Like military mostly. 1, 2, we'll get rid of 1 culture. And then we'll take the money resources and begin. Technology discovery cost decreases by 25%, but wonder cost increases. Technology discovery increases. Economy symbols do not generate resources. Military generate double. We'll just go with this policy. All right, and then we have money, so we're going to buy all of our multipliers. We have elephants, ivory. Okay. So this is a +1 multiplier. So if a line includes one of these, we get extra multipliers. So, okay, and we have 7 spins this time, so it's actually a bit longer. And our technology cost, thanks to our policy, is decreased. So let's go and let's switch out our university with something good. All right, increase era score generation of all science lines by 1. That's pretty decent. It's not bad. We're in the Renaissance era? We are in the Renaissance era. We have to get 2,500. So that's not happening. This is culture lines generate 1 era score multiplier for each adjacent science symbol. Maybe we go with astronomy instead. because we need the multipliers. I don't know. We'll go with that. Replace the university. Our deck still has lots of science symbols in it. Let's spin one. Okay, we got some lines, 2 lines. I think these only count as lines here. Okay, 18 times 5, that's decent. We get a lot more like science symbols in here. We didn't get a single multiplier, but that's okay. 90 score, that's nowhere near where we need to be. We need to be generating thousands somehow. Let's grab another technology. Maybe the secret's here in the technologies. There's eyeglasses again. Every time a wonder activates, 30% to add science and 10% add to add a wild symbol. We'll probably have to get rid of probably the lighthouse. Probably the lighthouse is the worst thing, and then just this one directly gives us arrow score, but this one gives us potential to add more science symbols. Let's try it. Rogue says the game reminds you of something, but you can't quite figure it out. Is it Civ? It reminds me of Civ, kind of, at least the technology names. Very clearly inspired. That was a very poor score, but for only 1 line, that did okay with the amount of multipliers we got. Waiting for... Okay, well, we have a good amount of science symbols, so we should be able to... There's no way we're going to get that many thousands, though. It's just not going to be possible. Maybe the great people are better now that we're in the Renaissance. Should we lock? We should probably lock. Generates arrow score in a line, counts as a science symbol. And then this one generates a military symbol. We should probably lock some things in place. Probably at least this line. Let's just lock all these sciences and hope for the best that we get like a ton of science lines as a result of this. Okay, this is pretty good. I see a lot of wilds, actually. I see a lot of potential lines. And a bunch in the multipliers, too. There we go. Okay, this is pretty good. This is what we needed. Rogue says definitely some Civ elements. Yeah, definitely some Civ elements. I mean, the only other, like, overtly... I guess I did play one like gambling spinner roguelike in the Bracky's Game Jam. But I was gonna say the only other one that I really know of is Luck Be a Landlord, where they've got the same thing with the slot machine and the symbols. How much are wonders anyway? Oh, 500 score. That's pretty good. The science one is pretty steep, but we're actually kind of close. Oh, that's even the cultural one. The science one costs a lot of military for some reason. They switched things up. But the cultural one we're pretty close to that. But we could also just do it. We should do a technology. We have plenty of spins left. Science lines generate 1 arrow score multiplier for each adjacent culture. That's probably pretty good. What do we want to get rid of? Probably irrigation. I mean, that does give us money every time, but we need score. We don't need just flat resources. So let's do that. Get rid of irrigation. And we'll keep spinning. Okay, I see lines. A lot of lines. There's a wild there. That's got to count for lines. Yes. There we go. And then somehow... How... Oh, those are adjacent. So that's really increasing our multiplier. I'm feeling better about where we're at. I think our deck is starting to get very science stacked, which is good. Burning enhancement, 20% chance to increase arrow score multiplier by 10. Oh. That could have been what was happening with this burning enhancement. That's pretty strong. Alright, I think we just spin again. Or are we close to a wonder? 25 of these. Yeah, let's spin again. Let's not take another technology. I think we're okay. We have one line with a couple multipliers. So that's pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. And we are pretty close, especially if we purchase a wonder. If we also buy a wonder, our technologies, I think, are giving us more symbols, maybe. I'm not sure. If we purchase a wonder and we just spend like a little bit lucky, we should be fine. And all we need is just more science, which we should be good. We have a lot of science. A lot of science symbols. All right, let's go for the event. Please be a good one. The Master's Perspective. A painter realized that parallel lines meeting at a point... Okay, great. I didn't read that, but okay. Culture, that's loads of culture. We could actually build a different wonder now that I'm looking at it. We could build our... Well, not quite. Yeah, not quite. We're still going for the Taj Mahal. We just got to get a little more science. So let's spin. Oh, we didn't get any lines that time. We did get a lot of science. Plenty of science, no lines. We can build the wonder now. So let's build the Taj Mahal. If any symbol lands on it, generates 2% of arrow score. Oh, that's good. We're going to put it right here, just in line with this one. Yeah, the wild added, 500 score. And then hopefully that counts as landing on it. No, doesn't count. We're like so close. We just need one line and we're guaranteed to make it to the next era. All right, let's do the battle. We have so little resources. So we could just go for 10% of the arrow score, go all in on it. 69% victory, surely. Yes. All right, we made it. Get the rewards. We did it. Arrow score reached. All right. So we safely made it to the next era, whatever that is. Or is the Renaissance era is the next? I think we're still in the medieval era. Never mind. We're in the medieval era. We did it. We just need more science. That's what we've proven. We just got to get big brains, get our technology to do our work for us. And science creates more science. There's one line. We did it. We made it. Nice. Look at that score. Big score. Yeah, 600. Okay, comfortable. We made it comfortably. Let's go to the next era. And now we actually have a decent amount of culture. So we could add a row. What does this add a column do, I wonder? Is that 150,000 score to make it to the industrial era? Wow. Let's swap to culture. We'll buy another row. Swap to culture. Buy another column. And I mean, let's keep removing some symbols. Just a couple. Let's remove some money. Let's get the money down to the same level. This cost $8. So we'll just do that amount. That looks pretty good. Get the money resources. Begin. All right, all symbols generate double resources, but great person cannot be trained. This looks probably best to me. Base multiplier increases by 2, but the lock symbol count is halved. That's rough. Or economy. Economy lines generate double score. That would be good if we were going for economy, so I think we just go for more resources and try to build a wonder. All right, so we can unlock... let's unlock all of this row and then like one at the top here. Because we only have this amount of money. Yeah, we have more gun. Niter. What is this? Niter. Generates 6 additional war resources. Okay. So we have to get 150,000 era score. And once again, I don't know if that's going to be possible. That's a lot of era score, especially considering what we generated last time. But I think we probably need more science, more technology. Oh, is that a line already? Nice. That's actually multiple lines. Two lines with some multipliers. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a lot of science generated that we just got there. So we could discover technology. We got 1,000, which is nowhere near the amount that we need to be getting. So I think keep spending money to unlock this. Let's spend this to get some science, some technology. These ones all look terrible. Let's skip it and get some of our resources back. We're gonna burn a lot of science this way. All right, here we go. Science lines generate 1 era score multiplier for each adjacent money symbol. Okay. So we would want to get rid of, what's the last thing that's not really helping us? Increase era score multiplier. Each time a wonder activates, it gives us more science. All right, score multiplier, era score multiplier. Increase era score generation of all money lines. I think we get rid of sailing. So we go scientific theory. All right, we have the scientific theory. Princess Anya says, good night. Hope we get the nukes. I'll let you know. We'll try to get the nukes. We'll keep spinning till we'll keep spinning and try to get nukes. I don't know if we'll keep spinning until we get the nukes. But good night, thanks. Oh, that was satisfying. I need to lock some of these things. That was quite satisfying. Nope, we're still nowhere close to where we need to be to generate the amount of resources that we need. Let's see. Lock that, lock that, lock that, lock that, and lock that. Lock all of our science here. And maybe discover another technology. Let's check out our wonders. The Crystal Palace is the scientific one. We actually are really close to being able to afford that one. So we might save up instead of buying more land. We might buy the Crystal Palace. That's probably the closest one we're at. That's definitely the closest one. So I'm not going to try for technology. I'm going to get the Crystal Palace. Oh, we have a lot of events though. My Slantis says, have a good stream. Thank you. Rifled barrel, we get some free military. Yep. All it takes is some science. You just need to know how to make some cool weapons. There's a lot of lines. There we go. All right, get ready for it. Nice. I finally understand this game. This is what we're going for the whole time. Just big whoosh and numbers flying everywhere. Pure science. We are nowhere close to where we need to be. How are we supposed to get 150,000? Oh my goodness. Okay, this will give us 30,000, but that's still nowhere close. Let's buy the Crystal Palace. We'll just keep making a line. Oh wait, do I already have something there? Oh yeah, I have coffee there. Sure, we'll just put this here, I guess. Crystal Palace. Another wild. 30,000 score. Okay, let's discover some more technologies and try to increase our multipliers somehow. Let's get another land right there. Discover technology. Every time a great scientist is used, enhance, nope. Add 3 laboratory symbols, which is more science symbols. Might do that. What would we get rid of? All right, science lines generate era score. 20% chance to add science symbols. Increase era score multiplier. We need that for sure. Increase era score generation. That one's a little weak, but it's science. So I think this one, celestial navigation, would go out first. Multiplier for science line. Okay, activates era score multiplier. 30% chance to increase era score multiplier. And then generates era score multiplier. So I think we go laboratory. Replace that. And let's keep looking for technologies. None of these look good, actually, for me. So I probably will skip, and then we'll go one more technology. Increase error score generation of all lines for each symbol on the line for internal combustion. I have something very similar. Error score multiplier, add symbol to the deck. We might get rid of the mysticism now. What is our... I wonder if we can see our deck right now. I can't really. What else would we get rid of? Multiplier, we need that. Every time a wonder activates. I think we'll probably get rid of mysticism. Error score generation of all lines by 1 for each symbol on the line. Yeah, I think we just get rid of mysticism. Alright, here's another event. Bessemer process. Wonder cost decreased by 50%. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Okay, well, we'll probably buy another wonder, but that's ridiculous because I just spent a ton. Wow, yeah, these all became extremely cheap. I wonder how many wonders we can build. Because we're getting extra symbols. Alright, that's a lot of lines. There's a lot of lines. We didn't get many on the multiplier side, unfortunately. Hopefully the lines will kind of make up for that. Oh, not really. Yeah, it was only 2,000. Ugh. But I mean, if we buy all of these technologies... If we buy all the technologies, or all the wonders, sorry, what am I talking about? If we buy all the wonders, and the technologies too, because we're science people. We buy all the wonders. In fact, I should be able to, right? Can I only build one wonder? Insufficient resources. What am I low on? Money. Low on money. This one's low on culture. Okay. Yeah, we don't have culture. We have science. Okay, this looks like a pretty good amount of multipliers and lines going through now. So maybe this'll help maybe. Okay. That was like 6,000 though, right? Ugh. I mean, we're getting close. We can now build Big Ben. So let's build Big Ben. Put Big Ben right there. And I have 2 locks left. I should have been using my locks. Let's do this one and the wild. We'll use up all the locks. And maybe I go for another technology. None of these are really good for me. I think I need to save up for the next... Like, I think I've seen most of the Renaissance era technologies. So let's just spin and hope we get a couple more wonders, and then we have to somehow get a bunch more score, but like, ugh. Okay, this is pretty promising, maybe. Actually, I don't see that many lines. Oh, this wild will give us a bunch of lines, actually. Oh, but not a lot of multipliers, and this thing was not very successful. Oof. Alright, we have battles. Let's spend our money on these. I should have spent that earlier. I didn't see that happening. But I think we go battle, and we are generating lock. I don't know what's generating us lock, because we have 2 again. So I'll probably lock those 2 once more. But let's do the battles. We have a little bit of military. The thing is, though, if we spend them, we won't get to buy our wonder. Gain keep symbols. 3 keep symbols. Let's do this. Let's try to hedge a little bit. How much military do we need? We need 20 military left over. Let's just try to hedge a little bit. We don't need that many keep... Okay, 12, and then we keep 20, and this is all we go for. Okay. Alright, 10% of the error score requirement would be 15,000. So that's not as good as getting a wonder, which would be 30,000. Right? Am I thinking about that right? 10%? Of 150 would be 15. Yeah. I think we take our rewards, build a wonder. We'll build the Statue of Liberté and place it right there. And then we have, okay, we need to get 30,000 more. Oh, which, why is the Bolshoi Theater so expensive again? I guess maybe it gets more expensive every time we, I don't know, every time we build a different wonder. Okay, let's figure this out scientifically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's all of our locks. All right, well, good enough. Let's try it. The keep symbol increased. Interesting. Okay, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty promising. This looks really promising. All right, there's multipliers. Okay. Oh, nice. Surely. Oh, wow, that was so many resources, too. Oh, another... Did we make it? Golden Age reach. We reached the Golden Age even. Did we get a 1,000,000 score right there? Whoa! How did that even... Science wins again! Let's do it. I don't understand what's happening. I think I'm winning, though. I like winning. Next era. Alright. Money's a bit tight right now. Money's very tight. I don't think we need to remove symbols. I think the things that are generating science are legitimately overwhelming the other ones, and it's good to have a few of those. We can have more keep symbols if we don't have anywhere near the amount of money we would need to increase any of this. Tech limit would actually be super, super strong right now. But I think we add a row, use culture for that, save all of our money, take money and take... should we take culture or should we... Probably military. That seems to be what we're generally lowest on. And those battles are... The battles are pretty good. I don't know. Anyway, we're in the industrial era. Never thought we'd make it. The nukes are still... The dream's still alive. We could still get nukes. Wonder build cost decreases. When you discover a technology, discover another one. But era score requirements increased by 25%. No, thank you. Era score requirements decreased by 25%. Yes, but expeditions cannot be planned. You mean the expeditions that I have not been planning the entire game. These cost a lot of money. I see. Okay, we have to get 562,000, which we got 1,000,000 last time, but I don't know how that happened, so I don't know how I can replicate it. Ongoing, I see science over here, so look at this first. Science lines generate 1 era score multiplier for each adjacent military. A nuke program! Hey, we should just go for the nuke program. We said we'd be here. I don't want to replace any of these with the nuke program, but I do want the... Here, I'm gonna take a screenshot. This, taking chemistry counts as getting the nuke program. That's just what I'm gonna say. I think we replaced the laboratory. Lines generate 1 era score multiplier for each adjacent military. And we need all the multiplier we can get. Alright, anything else that's not ongoing? I think everything is ongoing right now. But it's probably a good idea to get all the technologies we can early. Unless we want to look for more WoW wonders. These are expensive. This gives us... But these give us quite a bit of era score, but none of our science prices are anywhere close to the amount of science that we generate. We're really going to be lowest on the money requirements. We're probably going to get the Cristo Redentor Wonder is probably the one we're actually going to get. So I think we're fine to spend as much money on technology as we want. Seaport. Is Seaport science? Ongoing. Base luxury resource generate double resources. Nope. I think all of these are good, though. Era score multiplier. Era score multiplier. Era score generation by 1 per symbol. Era score multiplier by 4. That one's really strong. Era score generation by 1. That one's probably weak at this point. Increase era score multiplier by 4 if a economy. Okay. Every time a science wonder activates, 30% chance to add symbols, which that's strong. And then there's that one, era score multiplier for each adjacent. That one could be strong though, because that's each adjacent science. So we might trim the buttress. For each adjacent money symbol. For each line. For each adjacent money symbol. Okay, yeah. But Seaport looks like that's a money symbol, so I don't really want that one. I'm just looking. Luxury resource generate double resources. No. We go skip. Try again. Era score of battles. Era score multiplier. Okay, skip. Try again. There's Air Force. Refining. Skip. Last one. Last one. Okay, I think totalitarianism allows you to add cultural resources to the battle for increasing winning rates. Oh, that could have been strong. All right, we'll skip. I think we have the strong technologies that we need. We just need more money to buy these out, and then we need to lock. We need to remember to lock things in place as soon as we get something good. Oh, we have a lot of lock symbols, so we need to keep these in place. Oh, there's so many science lines. Or maybe not. There's so much science multiplier down here. Oh, there were a lot of science lines and multipliers. Oh my goodness. What is happening? What's my deck looking like? It's going to be all science soon, and I love it. All right, we have 150,000, so that's actually pretty good on our way to get our modern era score. So let's lock everything in place. Lock that, lock that, lock that, lock that. Good. Lock these multipliers. I think. We'll just lock those all down, kind of like that. And then we'll spin. So many glowy lines, I know, and the whoosh sound was so satisfying. Look, we have a line of just wilds. That's gotta be good, right? That's gotta create a lot of cool lines. Let's see. We actually need money. We actually have really poor money generation. Nice, that was a good amount of score. Oh, we have so much science. What are we gonna do with all of this science? And look at all the, I think we're creating loads of science symbols in our deck too. Okay, I think we almost made the era score. This is so good, and we can lock one. I'll probably save the lock though, because we're probably good. Algorithmic error. Remove 2 culture symbols. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're losing culture. But that's a good thing because our culture is science. Everyone loves science. Yes. We got maybe like 1 line, but that might have been all we needed, maybe, because of all the multipliers. Nice. Nice. Okay, almost. Almost. That didn't generate quite as much as we needed, but it was close. And we still don't have quite enough money either. Yeah, okay, but we can lock some things in place. I might wait till next spin to lock. Then we have 3 locks probably. Crazy person says, looks like a resource management game with some gambling. Yes, that is a good way to put it. It's got kind of a civilization. We're in the 1920s now, so we've actually progressed pretty far. We're gonna try to find the Manhattan Project. We gotta get nukes because that's the goal of any game. That's not really the goal, but it's my goal, I guess. Anytime you play Civilization anything, it's always about the nukes. Oh, I love it. That was very satisfying. But yes, we are the Korean Empire. We have maintained ourselves this entire time. We reached the golden age somehow. Oh, I have 5 million now. 5 million score. How did that happen? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. We have loads of science. Let's go ahead and grab a wonder while we're here. No, we don't have enough money. I wish we could turn some of this science into money. We have so much science. But let's grab this. We need that. And then let's lock the wild in place and that, I guess. Or maybe this wild. Well, we'll lock those two wilds in place, and hopefully all the other science kind of goes around it like it's doing right now. But yes, this is a spinning roguelike, but also civilization. So you get technologies, you get resources. The talent war, that was a bad thing to get, but we haven't been getting great people at all. We're very impoverished, very poor on the money. Our economy's in shambles. We have no culture to speak of, but we are really smart, let me tell you. And sometimes we apparently create weapons with our military. With our science, so all kind of balances out, I think. Yes, we've made more lines for science. Yes, lots of resources. Hooray! Look at that, tons of resources. Is that another million right there? Nice. We get little fireworks for it. 1925. We're about to hit the... Well, we went through the First World War. We're about to go to the Great Depression, I guess. So let's go shopping for some more technologies. Increase the era score generation of all science lines by 1 for each symbol on the line. I feel like we already have that. Yeah, that's the exact same as internal combustion. Except it's the modern era now. Is that any better? That looks exactly the same. Recording equals internal combustion. But the thing is, all of these are really optimized right now for score. So I'm really hesitant to pull any of these off. Very, very, very hesitant. So let's just skip. And we'll just keep spinning, because we're good. If we end up getting money, we can buy a wonder or something. And we have some more locks in place, so we should definitely use those. What is happening over there? That kept like firing like 50 times. Nice, more symbols, more score. Yeah, if this era score requirement doesn't catch up soon, we're gonna run away with it. We already have 7 million. That's so much more than the golden era needed. Inadequate ducks calling me out. No. What is this non-die in the dungeon blasphemy you're seeing? It's called Spinera. It's pretty fun. It's got a lot of shiny, glowy lights and lots of cool sounds that go whoosh. And Crazy Person says, any civilization game is to take over the world. You get it. You understand. So here's how you do battles. Increase technology limit. We want that. We want that. So we can use our military might to increase our luck odds here. Wow, we had to spend a lot to increase that. But okay, there's about half our military. Let's use it. And we're probably going to walk away with that. Yeah, walk away with that. We actually have more technology space now. Let's start rolling for it. Research lab symbols? Oh yes, we definitely need that. Another technology. There's the Air Force, multiple electricity. I don't really love any of these. Let's skip, get some of our science back. More technology. Okay, there we go. Nuke program. We're there. We got to start on the nukes. This doesn't actually help us at all, but we got to start on the nukes. That's a requirement. Let's see. That's a great spot there, and then a wild. We'll lock those in place, spin the rest of it. We have loads of science. We're gonna get loads of score again. Yeah, look at that. Actually, a decent amount of money that time. That's good. I definitely need a way to turn like science into money, or score into money. Nice. That's so much science. Crazy person says, it somehow reminds you of Monopoly for some reason. I wonder why. Maybe that... Rogue said that it reminded her of something, but maybe it reminded her of Monopoly. Does it remind me of Monopoly? I don't know that it does. I'm really trying to think about it, but I don't think so. We didn't make any wonders this time. That's okay. We had a lot of science. So... next era, we're extremely poor. Wow. We're so poor for like all of this stuff. So we can't buy any of this. Let's switch this to culture, add another column here, get the money resource, get the battle resource. Battle resource? We're going to the atomic era. So we're getting close. We're getting real close to whatever's at the end of this. Or culture? Culture? Huh? Don't need science, that's for sure. Got loads of that. Probably military. Inadequate Duck says, this looks like the slots version of Sid Meier's Civilization games. It really does. Alright, free market price decrease, but the lock symbol count is halved. Don't love that. When you discover technology, you discover another one, but technology options decrease to 1. Oh, that's dumb. So we probably just go technology cost decrease and great person cost increase. Because I'm kind of picky with the technologies that I'm doing. Okay, we have money. Let's go, What order do we buy these in now? Probably go deep. Probably go deep. Probably go in the middle. I think the middle's probably... yeah, like that. Oh, horsey! This is my symbol. If a battle symbol generated additional resources, sure. Sure, okay. We spent all of our money. Discover technology. We need to get 2.5 million. I think we got that. Like, that's gonna be easy. The barcode. Gain 50 arrow score per symbol if more than 10 money symbols appear in the slots. That seems strong. Oh, here we go. Synthetic materials. That's it. That's what we want. Man, the Space Center. Space Center, more science symbols would be great. I think we go synthetic materials. We can stick it on our research lab. Okay, more technology. Increase arrow score generation of all science lines by 2 for each symbol on the line. So that's better than internal combustion now. Also Cold War. We could just get a Cold War. Okay, add a 5 arrow score multiplier when an enhanced science or culture symbol lands on the grid. What does enhanced mean? Because does it mean this deck that I can't see? I think cultural heritage. We'll do that. So, crazy person said, well, first of all, Inadequate Duck says Civ 5 or Civ 6. If you're asking me, Civ 5, because I play that one a lot. I like Civ 5 a lot. But this does also remind me of the progression in Civ 5. And Crazy Person says, what's considered the best resource overall, or what I think is the best? I think this is from not having played very much, because it just came out today. I think it kind of depends. It should be like a deck builder where it's kind of balanced, and it depends on the text you get and your deck. Enhanced symbol. Sorry, I need to look at this. Enhanced symbol. Oh, this is going to be so strong. Score multipliers whenever any of these land on the board. So right now I started off as the Emperor of Korea, and I started with extra science, and I get a larger pool of technologies to discover from. So I kind of went towards the science. Like, that's what I tried to build towards. And at this point, most of my deck is science, so it kind of just creates like it's like a feedback loop at this point, where the more science I have, the more score I have, which means the more science I get. So for me, science right now is king. But I imagine if you were lucky, and if you were good at the game, which I'm not, you probably could have any number of these resources be good or be the best. But let's spin. I should keep looking for new technologies. What am I doing? All right, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty promising. There is a lot of symbols being created. A lot of lines show up, and there's a lot of enhanced symbols. Yeah, what did that give me? Is that like 100,000? Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Yeah, it was like 100,000. Okay, synthetic materials and cultural heritage were huge. That added so much multiplier. So error score per symbol if more than 10 symbols appear on the slots. That was good. So what's weak right now? Wow, it's so hard to tell what's going on. But I think my lines are only science right now. So I think some of these other ones, like the error score multipliers for the other lines, are probably a little bit weak right now. Like on the off chance that this one does, so I think probably buttresses gets removed next. So let's look for some technology. Computers. Plastics. The Space Center. More space symbols. Okay. Increase error score generation of all science lines by 2 for each symbol on the line. That's better than internal combustion. So I think I'll grab that and replace internal combustion. Let's see what else we get. Future Tech. Instant 5% error score. Oh, I kind of like that. What would I get? Buttresses. I get rid of buttresses. So there we go. That was decent. So it got me up a little bit higher. Let's use all of our locks. Should I keep looking for technology? Might as well. How much do the wonders cost? Here's the science wonder. I am low on money and low on culture for that. So I'm probably not going to get a wonder this time. Let's lock this. Should I lock wild up here? Lock these two maybe? Probably lock these two. Yeah, lock all of those, and those are guaranteed like science lines. Here we go. All right, so Inadequate Duck says in Civ 6 you can go for multiple strategies like conquest, diplomacy, science, culture, etc. Yes, very similar to this. And then Crazy Person says, so like everything is useful, depends on upgrades and relics. Probably depends on how good they did at balancing the game, maybe. How many? Oh, nice. That's good. Oh, error score reached. Oh, suddenly we're at 4 million. Cool. Cool, we did it. How many? I can't even see the amount of symbols I have in my deck anymore. Like, I think the scroll wheel doesn't even go that high up. Because I should have a load of normal symbols, maybe. I don't know. Nice. All right. And I'm slowly gaining money, so maybe I buy more land, or maybe look. I'll do a little more technology hunting. Okay. There's nuclear fission. We're so close to building that bomb. And Crazy Person says the music is going crazy. How is the level, by the way? I never asked at the beginning. But is the music at an okay volume? Is it too loud? Well, I mean, now it's stopped, so perfect time to ask. It'll start back up again. Here, take a screenshot, because if I edit this into anything, I'm going to have thumbnails of the nukes. That's... everyone knows that's... Alright, skip, reroll, activism, rocketry. That's a weird rocket, let me tell you. Skip. We might have seen all of the relevant technologies. We'll look a little bit more. Gaming consoles, right next to nuclear fission. Ah, yes, the great advancement of gaming consoles. To be fair, that is a great cultural advancement. Rogue says music levels sound good to you. Inadequate Duck says music's fine how it is. Good, good. All right, I have no more locks, but we've made it. We might make it to a golden age. We might make it to enough money to get a wonder, but we might. We don't need to spend to unlock land because we have our score. Let's roll for the event. Global network. Ah, we've invented the internet. Free culture. Hey, nice. Yeah, we just need a little more money, and we can build another wonder. Nice. These science lines, and we even got some culture lines this time too. Nice. Wow, so many numbers on the screen. So many multiplier. Yay. Yes. Yes. 950, 65. What I'm most excited about is the potential that I could... Okay, we've reached the golden age, just like that, because we now have 14 million score. Just like that somehow. And we have so many more spins. So I'm going to save up my money, because what I'm most excited about is the ability to unlock new technology. And I think I can get that from the market at the end of this. I can get a wonder. If a science symbol lands on it, generate additional science resources. Bonus increases, and we get 500k score. I don't need 500k score. The wild is nice. The wild is nice. The wild is pretty nice. I don't know. I think we're good. We'll just keep spinning. I'm not going to spend it right away, so we'll be able to think about it for a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot of science lines. Yay, here we go. Here it comes. We should be in pretty good shape, actually. Like, in Civ, there's like the space age after the atomic age. So we gotta be close. There can't be too much left. All right, yep, send all. Did we get some wilds from that? Oh, we did get a wild from the humanism tech. That's really good. What is our score right now? 16 million. Dang, that's good. I keep saving the money. Wow, our people are so smart. Number go up, every single human being dopamine has been obtained. That is so true. They have unlocked human psychology. They've unlocked, oh my goodness. Look how big those numbers are. It's so good. Especially the like ticker going up. Like, they did a good job with the sound effects. This one's not actually adding as much multiplier as I thought. Oh my. How much score do we have? We're gonna get 100 million score. We're not even halfway through the atomic era. Alright, let's go for the event. They've got to be giving me probably bad events now. Oh no, we just get economy symbols added to the deck, which is actually kind of bad for my deck because I don't want to have that many other non-science symbols, but I am getting more science symbols, I think, every time I spin. So, yeah, we'll keep spinning. I might try. I'll keep an eye on these locks because I might try to lock some more coins. Maybe I'll just lock the coins right now. I'll just lock the coins while we're here because I don't need the score. Oh, is there something here that's triggering getting more symbols to my deck, or is that an old announcement? Wow, there's so much going on here. Soupcon says, Checkmate has made it for once. First stream. Hey, welcome. Welcome. Crazy Person says, the music feels like watching a tragic hero rise back to greatness. Yeah, this is what happens to the frogs and Die in the Dungeon after we're done. When we beat the final boss, they go on to create like all of human civilization. Pretty great. Yeah. Okay, we're sitting really nice with this. We have more locks. Let's do the battle. Gain resources. I mean, I have a lot of military scores, so I should probably try. Oh, actually, I do want money. What am I talking about? I can't be sitting around here. I need money. All right, military. You're juiced on science. Oh my goodness, this is why I don't invest in the military. Soupcon, this game is called Spinera. This is the very first day that it's been released, but there is a demo that you can try for free also. But the idea is you spin a bunch, make your civ awesome, and it's a roguelike, so eventually we're going to lose or run out of it. We've made it to the 1980s, though, so we went from ancient times all the way to 1980, so we get pop music now and sci-fi movies. Let's keep spinning. Let's keep locking money in. I think that was a good call. What does this do? If a thing lands on it, yeah. Just lock the money in. There we go. Spin. Yeah, science is killing it for us right now. We're getting amazing levels of science. All right, here we go. Wow, that's starting to get really loud actually in my ears, the sound effects. What did this do? The university generates a science resource. 30% chance to enhance a science symbol in your symbol deck. So I guess that's what's happening as we keep getting our symbols enhanced, maybe. Should we build this wonder? I wonder if we should build it. Soupcon says, what happens in the 3000s? I don't know. IRL, probably the end of the world, but in-game, I haven't gotten there yet, so we'll have to see. I don't actually know what comes after the atomic era. Like, probably space age, if we're going off of Civ. But then after that, who knows? I was debating about this wonder. I don't think we need it. I think we need the money more. Like, I really think we should be holding on to the money. So I'm gonna just hold off it for now still. Oh, the nuclear standoff. Yeah, see, it's because the nukes. What? Expedition closed for 2 turns. That's okay. This expedition thing, you could do that. I just don't. Actually, I probably should have been doing that. Maybe that could be a way to increase my tech limit. Let's keep locking money. Lock, lock. And spin. So much science happening right now. And a tiny bit of money. Wow. Wow. Oh. That doesn't get old. It is so entertaining. How much score do we have, by the way? We're gonna get 100 million. I know it. I know we're gonna get 100 million. Okay. Oh, there was another 600,000, I think. So let's lock a money and keep spinning. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. Numbers are going so big. Is the fire like Bellatra in the score? Yes. They did a good job with this. They made it juicy. They made this entertaining. This is what I aspire. When I make a game, I need to include some of these things like the sound effects, the glowy lines, and then of course like the fire as we go crazy. Let's just keep spinning. We have one more lock. Oh, lock that one. There we go. This is the last spin of the era. And we're just here to farm a little bit more money so we can become just that much more powerful next time. Because I need more techs, and I need more advanced technologies. Like the ones that we have, I could show you the ones that are in the atomic era. Frankly, they don't impress me. Wow, look at those. That's like enhancing additional, or is it adding more science every time it does that? I don't even know. Okay, we didn't get 100 million this time. But probably next time. So here's examples, right? GPS has nothing to do with science. Combined arms, that's like if you were gonna do your military or something cringe like that. Hey, I got an achievement. We unlocked Frederick Barbarossa. Hey, I actually won. Yeah, I won. All right, he starts with science and military. That's my kind of guy. Science and military resources. So yeah, this was really good. So here's our score, 20. Then we got 77, 258, 3,000, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, here's a million score. So I guess I should have been trying. Atomic Era is the last one. So that's my highest score ever is 86 million. So that's my challenge for you guys. Go ahead and try it. SoupCon, the #1 crown thing next to your name means you are the top chatter right now. So congrats. But yeah, I was thinking I'll probably end the stream right here. But this was a lot of fun. This is the first day that the game's been out, so go ahead and check it out. They have a free demo, so I'd say at least give it a try. And like they've had leading up to this, I've seen that they've had patches, and this feels really good. Like the science thing here really took off, and that felt really good. So I won. Congrats! Yay! SoupCon says he just got here. After year 2000, the world ends. I mean, that's kind of accurate. Yep, everything after that. Nothing happened after year 2000 of note. No major wars, no global pandemics. Everything was great. Year 1980, then we got the high score, and the world was at peace. So COVID got here early. Oh no. Or yeah, we could take the darker path. The year 2000, the world just completely ended. So I'll let you choose your own adventure there. But for now, I'll go ahead and stop the stream. But honestly, this was a lot of fun. I had a lot more fun streaming it than I even thought I would. But it helps when the run goes amazing. So that was some great luck. And then also just like science build went hard. So anyway, Crazy Person, thanks for hanging out. Rogue, thanks for modding. SoupCon, thanks for joining. I saw your chats earlier. You have some good taste in games, seems like. So maybe at some point I'll stream those. I have played Hollow Knight, by the way. But yes, do I have a Twitch and stream schedule, by the way, says SoupCon? I don't. I do have YouTube. That's pretty much where I stream. And I don't have a schedule, but I will schedule a stream next week on Friday, a little earlier than when we started here. But I will stream Die in the Dungeon then. That is 1.0 release, and I'm really excited about that one. So we'll play some Die in the Dungeon. And I'm working on videos too for Die in the Dungeon. So hopefully. Anyway, I hope. We'll see. We'll see if those make it out. But thank you guys for hanging out, and this was a fun little stream. I will see you later.